Per usual. Per usual. Per usual. Per usual. We here with it. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. There we go. There we go.
Yeah! YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts, and I'm Watts. Hope everybody's prioritizing that mental health, that physical health, because we're at the end of the year. Like, we're really at the home stretch. I hope everybody had a good year, great year, and if you didn't have a great year, you took this as a learning experience. I certainly learned a lot. It wasn't the greatest year. Like, there were a lot of cool things that did happen, such as reaching 1K and stuff like that. I'm super grateful for that, and I'm super grateful for the people who pay attention, the people who are still here, even though YouTube has shadow banned me. I'm super grateful. Like, everything was more of a teachable moment, like I'm at Chase U, and that's straight facts. But today, I wanted to talk to y'all about the past, because the past is pivotal in order to move forward into the future. And by that, I mean the WWE should look at this year as a teachable moment. The WWE should look at this year as, wow, we really dropped the ball, and we dropped the ball in more ways than one. And this has been the worst year in recent memory for WWE.
That shit is a two-pack of ass.
And I'm talking about ratings. I'm talking about overall product. I'm talking about the quality of wrestling storylines, all of that. And all we get is a bunch of carelessness from those in charge, such as Paul Levesque, such as Nick Khan, even though he likes to say that he washed his hands when it comes to creative and he placed all of the blame on Triple H, but that's neither here nor there. I'm here to talk to y'all about how they can turn it around, because as much as we talk about how WWE is done and all of that stuff, it may be done for some people due to the fact that John Cena has retired and will no longer be wrestling in a ring full-time or part-time. We're at a point now, we're at a crossroads, no pun intended, where people are tired of Cody Rhodes and his world title reign. There's a lot of people who are tired of CM Punk, which I never thought I'd hear from a lot of people, but we're at that point now because, like we talked about multiple times, the product is pretty soulless. You know what I'm saying? It's the same formula every week, and including myself, is tired of it. Like, I have not watched a full Monday Night Raw or SmackDown since, like, July maybe. It's been a while, and I hate to say that, but with all of that being said, there are a lot of WWE fans that are indeed Stockholmed. So they will be able to recapture the audience if they do a couple things. One thing that they need to start doing is paying more attention to detail. I feel like they've gotten to the point where they feel like people are going to show up regardless. People are going to watch regardless, but they don't understand that little minuscule details matter. And by that, I mean the overall presentation of stages. We get the same stage every single PLE. If you're not going to change the stage or have identical stages the way they used to have for Raw and SmackDown, at least give us a different stage or a unique stage for PLEs. Not just WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble, which they've been doing for the longest. And we're getting to a point where they only do stages and unique stages for WrestleMania, which is bad. That's not good at all. They care about selling out arenas, and that's cool, but like this little stage where they do like a little roundabout for the aisle and all of that, and making the aisle smaller, it looks stupid, it looks corny, it looks silly. They trying to follow in the footsteps of UFC so bad that they lost the plot. And ropes. I know this sounds small, but this matters, especially when we talking about video games, because back in the day, they had unique stages where you could do different things in the WWE 2K, SmackDown versus Raw, and all of that. We don't get that now, because when I play, it makes me not even want to play WWE 2K, because all of the stages are the same. Like, yes, you got the community creations where they make different arenas and different stages, and I love that because that's cool. It makes me actually want to play the game. But when you go to SmackDown, Raw, Tribute to the Troops, SummerSlam, all of these stages look the same. There's nothing unique about it except for the Titantron. But ropes. Raw needs to be red. It should go back to having red ropes. SmackDown should be blue ropes. NXT, since it's gray, they should just have black ropes. And then for the pay-per-views and PLEs, we should 100% go back to having black ropes. Every rope right now, except Saturday night's main event, is white. That's whack as hell. Yeah, I understand. Oh, you need to be paying attention to the wrestling. I do pay attention to the wrestling. But I would like the people who are in charge of the product to actually fucking try. Thank you very much. Another thing that WWE could do better and should do better when it comes to just overall production and just turning this product around is listening to the fans more. And I'm not talking about every single person that we like should get pushed. I'm just saying, if there's a person that everybody has been cheering for a very long time, they should probably take the gloves off and see where it goes. They did that with Jey Uso, but they did that with somebody who was not capable of living up to the hype. As much as I like Jey Uso, and Chrissy talks wrestling, she's probably going to kill me, but he should have never been that guy. He should have never been world champion. His ceiling should have been the IC title. I feel like Triple H, as the leader of creative, should have been very much vigilant and paid attention to habits and certain things and been like, you know what? As much as I like Jey Uso, having him win the world title and winning the Royal Rumble is not a good idea. You know, we would have been able to avoid a lot of bullshit. The lack of effort put into storylines overall when they had all of this time to make John Cena in his retirement tour mean something, and people wouldn't be half as mad about Gunther making John Cena tap out if we got quality matches and feuds, and they allowed John Cena to have a few more dates so that he can sell the feuds that he is in, versus it just being, all right, John Cena's here this week, he's not going to be here next week, or he'll be here 2 weeks in a row and then disappear for like 3 weeks. We need more soul when it comes to this stuff. We need more effort, for lack of a better term. It feels like they just winged it. They just phoned it in this year. And when you phone it in, you're just asking for disaster. You're asking for bullshit. You're asking for fans to be like, nah, I want my money back. Make people not want to tune in, because there's a plethora of people who has not tuned in to Monday Night Raw in months, myself included. So there's a lot of meat on that bone, pause, for them to actually improve. Some fans, they are fickle. I'll be real. That's a fact. But at the end of the day, we're not talking about fickle fans. We're talking about the quality of the product itself. Like, we need quality. It's not that deep. Just give us some good matches. Give us some good feuds. And the last thing I'll touch on before I end this video is the effort put in regards to the wrestlers. They need to bring back house shows. They need to bring back house shows so these wrestlers can hone their crafts. And that goes for the main eventers as well, because there's no reason why Cody Rhodes should be having 8 matches in a year in regard to being on SmackDown and Raw. A lot of these guys, man, when was the last time Braun Breaker had a match on Raw? A lot of the main event guys, especially the ones that's already still green, Braun Breaker should be in matches every week. He should learn how to be a workhorse. There should be more workhorses in the WWE, and there should be more workhorses in the main event, and that's just straight facts. There's no reason why we're just now getting a lot of Rhea Ripley matches on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown and stuff like that. Stop resting your main eventers so much. It's okay to have them sit out a night or two out the month, but there's no reason why we should be in situations where the world champion ain't wrestle a match on Raw in like a month. That's crazy. That's asinine to me. Now, I'm not saying let them go out and get injured every night, but they should be in matches or be in segments sporadically throughout the night instead of it just being one segment and then we don't see them for the rest of the night. But that's straight facts. You can hear outside. That's probably my cue to end this video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, tapping in with me all year round, and those who's been here from the very beginning. I'm super grateful. We're just working. I'm just going hard. I'm going to be working all week. That's how it is. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Merry Christmas. Peace.